All right, what's up, everyone? Hopping on for a minute here. Gonna check out the Nasty Nash. She really hasn't done anything all day. Hope you guys are doing well. What's up? Can you guys hear me okay? Everything good? Let me make sure the stream is good. Okay, we're good. All right. Nice. Okay, what's up? What's up, people? All right. So, I mean, look, I don't know how much time I'm going to spend in here. Probably not that much time at all. Okay. I basically want to, I can't talk. Okay. What up, Stu? What up, Stu? Thanks, brother. Yeah, just want to hop in here real quick. Afternoon session. Give the tail of the tape for this morning. We had a couple of wins in this morning's live stream. If you want to trade live with me, link is in the description. And as you can see, we did hit the target. When I say I put an arrow there, what happens, Stu? You already know. When there's an arrow, the gods, the chart gods have spoken to me. I don't know what to tell you, but it's been pretty damn accurate, hasn't it? So a couple of wins this morning, hopping into this afternoon session. I don't know if I'm really not expecting much at all. So a little bit of range trading, you know, and when we talk about ranges, you have the high of the range and the low of the range, right? So it depends on your time frame. Right now I'm on a 5-minute chart over here. I got the 15-minute pulled up. So this range right here that I just lined out is a range. So what do you do with range? You go long at the bottom, you go short at the top. That's how you range trade. So I think a lot of this is range trading. That fails. What's your next range? Right down here. If you don't know about ranges, join the Skool group. I talk about this all the time. But these are ranges. These little, I'll just highlight a couple here. And let's see if we can put a borderless, there we go, consolidation. We also call this consolidation. And price is allowed to dip from the consolidation, but if it closes outside of it, then it's most likely going to go further down. And if it looks like it's going to close, like here you have a candle ripping through this consolidation, it depends on when it closes. This is why I use this little, I tell people, use this. See this? I just hide the chart. I put this on, plot closed candles, right? Change the colors, whatever you want, and then hide the chart. Look, boom, hide. That way, you only see the candle after it closes. A lot can happen. So this is just an idea for you if you're, you know, freaking out because, like, you know, because basically, you know, you're like, price is running against me, I'm freaking out, whatever. Okay, now you can see that closed outside the consolidation box, right? So if this helps you, right, then turn it off because price is going to move a lot. And for especially like new traders, I find that just turning it off and just seeing when does the candle close, that's all that matters. So most likely now we have to assume that this consolidation gets broken. We reach the high of this range somewhere in here, and then we push down to the bottom consolidation box, which is this one. And this is just how I view consolidation. So you might view it differently, but when I have support and resistance that I can see, then that becomes the consolidation area. Okay, I'm gonna turn price back on, but yeah, that little indicator, it's very hard to leave on when you're in trades because you want to know, right? You want to know what's happening, but it can help. So what's up, Tobez? What's up? Yeah, that is where price is going. Stuart says, yeah, when I have that arrow, that is where price is going. You're right. And the Forex gods, the trading gods, they know, you know. So I put this up here this morning when we got off stream. I think we were somewhere down here. We already had a couple of winning trade ideas and really happy that people got some dubs off of that. But you know what? Hey, this is just what I'm doing. I want to be very clear. Nothing I say is financial advice at all. Like, this is just what I'm doing. If you guys want to copy what I'm doing, cool. If not, I don't really care. It doesn't matter to me. So I just have some ideas, and these trading ideas sometimes work out. And I've been able to grow my account pretty significantly over the last, 18 months live in front of the community, doing it all live, baby. That's how we roll. And I got Bookmap up too. So I want to be clear. I have Bookmap over here. And we take a look at what's happening with some liquidity. And pull this back over here. Just get that looking all right. There we go. So yeah, Bookmap. This is where we can see liquidity on the chart. We see some liquidity resting at 28.30. So I can see a case for price reaching down a little bit. I'm going to give you my overall synopsis here in a second. I just getting everything up and going. So let's close this, open this. There we go. Today, on the 7 PA accounts that I'm on as well, I got pretty much full drawdown to go. Like I have my trailing stop is good, right? And I'm at 52,335. So like $700 more, and I'm at goal. I can get the PA accounts. I'll have 7 PA accounts. Then we do it all over again, because getting the PA accounts is the easy part. It's the next step, right? So anyways, all right, let's take a look. Okay, guys, let's smash the like button. Let's get the YouTube algorithm going, and then I'll cover the charts. All right, let me see here. We got 6 viewers, 6 viewers, connected viewers, 6. I got 1 like. Do I have a serious second? Do I have a second? Second, the third, the fourth. Oh, good Lord. All right. Yeah, this is a very messy day, by the way. I could see, I'm not even going to use VWAP. I could see price just chopping for the rest of the day. Not even doing anything. Going down to the bottom of the range, possibly. We already hit my price target for this morning, so I mean, I really don't have much to go off of. I'm just hopping on, I'm just hopping on to see if there's anything else. We do have liquidity resting up here. This is Asia's high. Let me mark that out. Where'd it go? There it is. Buy side liquidity up here. Asia's buy side liquidity. And what's we under? Yeah, so we kind of got above VWAP, but we didn't break any structure. So this is a 15-minute chart, right? And when you look at the 15-minute, this is your view, your field of view, we'll call it. And when you're looking at this, you have to ask yourself, where is the ultimate low or where is the ultimate high? Well, we can see the high is way over here off the charts, right? But where's the low? All right, so let's mark it. It's right here. According to structure, you would ask yourself, what created this low? All right, so what created that low? So we go back, we look above, and we can see the 3 candle rule, which I follow, is right here. So this is the candle that would be the high. Okay, so that is what we call our visible range. So we really haven't chosen a direction on this time frame. Now you might look in here and say, well, Mike, we have 3 candles going up, 3 candles coming down. We break structure here. Yes, you're right. Structure gets broken here. Okay, this is a break of structure, but it's not a change of character. And the only reason why I'm saying it, I'm not like, oh, it broke structure, it changed character, so now you have to go long. That's not it. It's the fact that if you're looking at this and you don't know that you're inside of a 15-minute range, like me, I don't have a direction other than, I mean, right now I do have a direction, it's down, but I haven't changed my direction until this range gets broken, right? And that's just me. I mean, you might have your own thing, but that's just me. So as this internal structure gets broken, you can imagine right here, traders are like, oh man, we're going long. This is a change of character. We're going long. And what do you think happens right here? This is where traders, they watch like, SMC video, Smart Money Concepts video, and they think they know structure, and then they get in here and they get wrecked. And this is why traders get wrecked, because they oftentimes view internal structure as a level of high importance. And I don't view it as that. I look at the internal ranges, and we have this baby range here on a 15. We have this range that I lined out. We broke that. We closed underneath it. What did we do? We went up and tapped the top. And let's take a look at this on a 5. So pretty much just what I said was going to happen. You have your range, right? Your consolidation. You dip below it. You close candle body on a 5-minute, which is a lower time frame. That's fine. The most likely scenario is a retracement to tap the bottom of the range, which is what we did, and go down to the bottom of the next range. This is a baby range right here. So what does that mean? Well, if I draw a line right here, you can see a little baby support, right? I'm sorry. This is the prior swing level, got broken, right? And so what happened? It used that prior resistance as support. So now this is a baby support level. And I call it baby because we only have a couple of touch points. Now, if we look left, you bring this to left, and you can see that just above this, very, very close to this, right, is some pretty decent level. It's a level, okay? And a lot of traders will just mark these support resistance levels and say, okay, I want to trade off that. That's fine. That's one way of doing it. Like if you want to include some of these wicks over here, include a little bit of this candle body here, and then just mark it all as support. I'm not opposed to that. It looks like a support level. We broke through it. We broke through it again. We respected it. We broke through it. Use it as support. Now what? Now we're coming down here and tapping into this sort of level again, right? But to get a little bit more specific with that, we can look at Bookmap and see exactly where the liquidity is at. And we can see here 829. Pretty clean level right there at 829. It looks like we tapped it. Did we tap it? Not quite, no. So let me mark that level. So I'm just going to highlight this yellow as a level. Okay. So it's like right here. That's the hot spot. So we have like this support level. That could be support. It's broken through it before. That was more, during the lots of volatility in the morning, the market open and everything. So it's kind of, these support levels don't really hold up very well in the beginning of the day, typically. But you have the bottom of the range down here. Price came, grabbed the bottom of the range down here, chopped around, tried to come up to this level. This was a 15-minute fair value gap that I called this morning. So yeah, everything is sort of panned out for the day. After I hopped on this morning, looked at the chart, said exactly, where price was going, and it sort of just panned out. So looking at it like later in the day now, it's kind of, I don't know how much value I'm really going to give here. So I'll probably have a really short session, to be honest with you. I don't think I'll even place a trade just because there's nothing super clean and obvious now that, the day's kind of winding down. We could extend higher. I did say that, Asia liquidity is up here. Asia highs are right up here. So we could extend higher. But I'm not going to put an arrow up there, because when an arrow appears, that means like I'm real confident that we're going to cruise up there. Now, according to volume, we've already completed the mission. Like we've already completed it. Only thing I would say is like this prior swing point, I can definitely see a case for price heading up here and potentially hitting like Asia highs, right? Because volume is suggesting that we go higher. But just because volume is suggesting that doesn't mean that we actually do, right? So anyways, for the Asia or for the afternoon session, who here is trading afternoon? By the way, who in chat is trading afternoon session? You're ready to like place a trade. Who's like gunning for it? Is anyone here actually gunning for it? Like, are you serious about placing a trade in the afternoon? Or are you just kind of like here to learn? Which I'm curious if there's anybody like really looking for trades. And let me know what the lag is. Let me know what the lag is in chat, guys. I'm curious on my lag time here. So you can see the bars counting down and just look at where we're at and see what your timer says and see what the seconds are, the lag. Yeah, let me know in chat what the lag is. I'm curious because I put it on the lowest it can go. I don't know if that's making any difference or what. I see you, David. Awesome, Tobez. About a 5-second delay. Okay. That's really not that bad. I thought it was gonna be like a minute. So 5 seconds is not that bad. Cool. And if you don't have a 5-second delay, guys, just refresh the screen or just press forward the right arrow on your Mac if you're on a Mac, or just try to get to the most recent, clip. But 5 seconds is not going to make a big difference in trading. Even scalping, it's really not going to make that big of a difference at all. So that's fine. Let me see here. Cool, guys. I'm just making sure my settings are the lowest latency possible. The chart froze? No, I think I'm good. Oops. I think we're good on the chart. You good now? It's a great sharp image. Cool. Good. Stu, are we looking good now? Timer at 105. My chart is not frozen, so. But you are live? Let's see. 105. It's moving, man. I don't know. You see everything okay now? I mean, it's timer candle 105. Mine's still moving. Now it's going up. What the heck, man? All right. Just making sure. Cool. Yeah, so, I mean, I think we can move higher, but that was a nice little bounce off of that support area that we talked about. Didn't really go too much lower because Bookmap was showing a lower level, and it could have definitely just, those lower levels could just be, stop orders, and then you could call it whatever. Like I said this morning, like market makers protecting their position, whatever. I don't know. Just buyers stepping in. We don't know. And yeah, so that level was never grabbed, but it's still there. It's still a hot zone. That 830 level is still a hot zone, but it's just looking like now, we're getting above VWAP here, which we haven't really respected. Like, it's been very choppy, so I really wouldn't even look at VWAP too much today. I would just take a look at, okay, what's most likely to happen based on where we're at, top of the range, bounce from the top of the range down, and stay in this consolidation area. And like I said this morning, I'm looking for be looking for really tight trades in this area, probably 10, 15 points, really tight. So if you're on a CFD account, you're spending 2 points, you probably have to leverage up to get any real money out of it, but yeah, so 5-minute chart right here, top of the range, bottom of the, so now we're in this consolidation range again, right? So this is still consolidation. Let me go ahead and put the bars up here again so you can see it. This is still consolidation. And we closed this candle body down, we went up, tapped, came lower, down into support. We don't have to go into the order block down here on this 5-minute, right? This would be like your order block. This would be like what we kind of see as potential support down here, just from a charting perspective. But we could see that this hot zone where I have highlighted was liquidity. So that is, a lot of traders are putting their stops there. So and this could be sell stops. This could be stops to go up, right? And we're seeing buyers step in via Bookmap and push price higher. So we're seeing more buyers step in. So the chances are now that we've closed this nice little 5-minute candle inside the range, that we go to the top of the range. So what do we do at the top of the range? Well, if we're range trading, and you got to give yourself some room here, but you might give yourself room, and depending on like your prop firm that you're using, or if you're not using a prop firm, your CFD account, same difference, dude. You're just gonna do the math, 30 points, and do the math on what you want to risk on your account, put your size in, etc. I mean, I like a sizing calculator. Where is it? Over here, right? So you can pull this up. This is lot size calculator for futures. This is an indicator. So you can pull this up, lot size calculator for futures. And what you want to do is you just put your balance in here. If you're trading a prop firm, put your prop firm balance in there, put your regular balance, whatever. Put the amount of risk that you want to risk on the account. Now, this is in percentage. So, if it's a 50K account, you risk 1%, that's $500. Okay, so you have to do the math. How much do you want to risk? If you don't want to risk more than, $20 or $200, you need to do that math. And then essentially the risk stop loss. So in pips. So it's asking pips. And so the difference there is this. Like if I hover over this trade that we want to take right here, now I'm gonna back out of this, me telling you to use this. In fact, yeah, I don't know. Okay, I remember that's right. So I asked ChatGPT, and that was like my go-to. I actually asked ChatGPT, hey, if I only want to risk, and let's say it's a dollar amount, you don't have to do the math with percentage. Just tell it like, I want a 30-point stop. My account balance is this. I want a 30-point stop, or whatever your stop is, right? And in this case, it would be a 30-point stop. I don't want to risk more than $500. Tell me what my sizing needs to be for the micro E-mini Nasdaq, right? And you can just say a micro, it's the micro chart for the Nasdaq, and it would know. And it'll like write out the calculation and tell you exactly what it needs to be. I suggest doing micros because there's more flexibility. You have more versatility, right? Because like if you're gonna go ham and freaking risk your whole account, who cares, right? Just go over to the minis and slap on 10 contracts. But if you're like trying to be meticulous about it and you want to, really try to get after it and be consistent, then I think the micros are good because, it's going to be more accurate with exactly what kind of, drawdown you're looking to have. Like, does that make sense? So if you only want to risk a couple $100 with 30 points, you're not going to be able to with a mini contract. Minis are they're worth more, right? So go over to the micros. I think it's way better for just easeability, flexibility, in your trading. So anyways, so you do that math and it'll tell you exactly what you need to be putting on as far as your risk. So that's something to just mull over and think about. I was going to say to use this, you can test it first. Test it on a really low amount because as I recall, see how it has contracts and micros? And so now it gives me the micros. I'm pretty sure, man, that this number, for whatever reason, I feel like I've tested this indicator and it was off for whatever reason. And I'm thinking, so see how I have 30 there in pips? I'm thinking that number, is, because this would be points. This would be 30 points, right? So I think what I have to do is I have to figure out, maybe it's 120 pips. I think that's what it is, guys. So I think this is 120. Let me see if that looks right. 8 micros. Let me see. What do I have in here for me? 7. Okay, that would be 70, right? That's just one. So it'd be 80. Yeah, that's what it wants, guys. So the pips are going to be this number here, not this is points and this is pips. My bad. So you want to put in down here, if you're trying to use this indicator, you want to put in the pips, and the pips is this number right here. Shout out to me for figuring it out. I know. So that's what I said. Test it though. Test it first still. You're not going to go wrong with putting the higher number in here. Obviously, it's going to be safer, but that should equal what you're looking to draw down. Okay, what you're looking to have your stop loss be as far as drawdown. Okay, we did it. We figured it out. My bad. Okay, what else do we got? Okay, nobody's saying anything. Got it. The chat is quiet. Got it. Okay, yeah. Other than that, what else do we have? Nothing. We're inside of this consolidation. I have my coffee. I have an afternoon cup. I'm going hard today, guys. I got videos to make. What should I do a video on? I got to do a video on something. I have a couple ideas. I can run it past you. But if you guys have anything, let me know. SMT? Nah. That's going to be Troy's department. I can't do SMT. That's his department, dude. He's like the SMT master. Plus, I don't use it. That would be kind of weird to do a video on something I don't really use, you know? But thank you, Dave. Shout out to Dave. Smash the like button for Dave. Getting the ideas flowing. Thank you, Dave. Thank you. Okay, I got an idea. How about I do just a short video today, and I'm going to do a react video to my man. I say my man, my brother from another mother who doesn't know me, but he's a controversial one here. But how about Patrick Whalen's new setup? How about that? Yeah, his new set. He's like, dude, his whole setup is insane. I'm thinking I just do a react video to that because I haven't really tuned into the full stream. I just saw a clip, like a tiny clip on X, and I was like, are you serious? This guy's pulling in his like Lamborghini to the office space. Okay. So this looks like a nice wick entry, by the way. That looked like a nice wick entry. Yeah, that definitely hit. Who got that? Anybody? Did anybody get that? Yeah, I'm going to look at Bookmap right now just to see, but that looked like a perfect little bounce. And like, notice I said, you know, you're going for like 10 points here. You're not going for anything crazy. Let's check out Bookmap real quick. Yeah, that level right there, 917 level up here. That looks pretty probable. So wick entry would be a little higher if you wanted to try to take that bounce again. I don't want to get caught into some stupid, you know, breakout here. But my guess is it was probably worth a 10-point little drop. In short, nice. Okay. Yeah, see if you can get a little pullback and then, you know, protect yourself. Like, especially if you're on your props, too. You just protect yourself there. And, you know, make sure you're not giving any back today. I don't want you to be giving any back. That's the thing. That's why I'm like, I don't even know if I want to trade today, really. Like, afternoon session. But this looks like it could be a decent entry right there at that 17 level. Let me check out 17. Where's that 17 at? This is 12, 11, right here. Right here, literally where that line is at. Right there, where it's hitting right now. So that is the 17 level. Well, let's look. Let's see. 10-point, literally a 10-point drop to profit target. And VWAP's below us and Bookmap, so just checking it out. Yeah, you're outside of this consolidation range. So the thing is, and I would say it's a cheap trade because in 2 minutes, if this thing actually closes outside the range, you probably just want to call it, because at that point you probably go into a different level that's higher, like Asia's high, and that's the obvious level above us. If it pushes super fast, because 3 minutes is a long time to wait, obviously. But you just kind of have to wait. You just have to wait. The 1 minute closed outside the range, so there's that. And I don't know if I would be stacking orders right now. I don't know if that's a good idea to stack orders, because you go to the top of the range, you try to stack up here, and you might catch yourself with, price could potentially just continue to break out. You never know. But remember that 5 minute candle, dude, all that could be a wick up here. This could be just a grab. So that's why we entered on the 5. So you really have to wait for the 5 to close. And if you're wrong, you're wrong. That's the step. If you're right, you catch that little 10-point move, and that's all she wrote. It's still up for grabs, is what I'm saying. So 1 minute, 45 seconds to go. And let's see here. So it's an idea. It's an idea. You also have a break and retest idea there as well, right? So when you break this range, the idea is that you come and retest this level anyways. So if you're not feeling it, you could get out of break even on the retest. But again, 1 minute to go, 5 minute candle could still be a wick. You don't know. You guys doing all right? What's going on? Man, I hopped in here saying that I probably was just going to have a really quick session, and I'm not really interested in trading this afternoon session. And then here we are, somehow finding myself deep in the trenches with the crew once again, hammering it out. 45 minutes later, exactly. It's going to be a quick session. 5 hours later. Guys, I think I'm going to hop off. 7 hours later. Yeah, I almost spent, I almost spent 8 hours in here today, guys. So I think I'm spent into the Asia session, London, and the morning comes around and I'm sleeping in my chair. Nice. Good job, Mike. Way to give them your all, buddy. Way to give them your all. All right, 1 second, and we close with a nice little wick. Here comes your 10 points. Come on. Let's see it. Opening low, you want to get out of this trade because we're opening low. That's the bottom wick. So right at that 10 or close, that's a wick test right there. I'd smash that right about now. Make sure you have a break even stop is what I would do. And just, it's either going to give you your 10 points or you're going to break even. One or the other. Risk-free trade once again. And that's what it's about, man. It's not about smashing big, huge, giant gains. But the reason why you don't want to stay in this trade, there's no top wick. What do we know most candles have? A top wick. So this came back down. That's why I said right there is a great place to get out. That's a wick test. Testing now, so this gives you, instead of 10 points, it gives you 8.25 points. But that's literally the wick test right there. Test this prior wick, goes up, creates a top wick. You don't know if it's going to break out. So it's not smart to stay in the trade. So when you have a candle opening, look, I'm giving the alpha. Dude, smash the like button right now. Everybody in here, all 4 of you, smash the like button. But this is the alpha, man. When you have a candle opening low first, if I zoom out, look, let me make my point, and then I'm going to hop off. What does every candle in here pretty much have? A top wick and a bottom wick. There are a very small amount of candles in this field of view. Even if you did this, right? You go back and you look on a 5 minute chart. Now, as you go down on the time frames, you'll see more and more that don't have a top and a bottom wick. And this does stand true for all time frames. It's just the moves are bigger, right? So when you have a candle that doesn't have a top wick and you're looking for a move lower, let's just say, right? What you would prefer, if you're looking for the price to go down, what you would prefer is a candle opening high with no bottom wick. Okay? Why? Well, because odds are that's going to be the top wick, and now you have a chance for price to flip and come back down and create the bottom wick. Now just know, in this case, if we were looking for price to, like in this case, I would have 100% said hold this trade if we created the top wick first. So say price went up, created this top wick first, right? Let me go down to like a 30-second chart so we can see this, how it moved, right? So where are we here? 44, 45. Yeah, this is it right here. This is the 30 seconds. So we open up and the first 30 seconds almost goes to TP. And what are we looking at left? Well, I'm looking at this wick over here. And this was on the 1 minute. So, filling this gap, essentially, filling the smaller time frame imbalance, because on a 1 minute, you see that this was a nice push. Okay, well, you have imbalance there. So price is filling some of that imbalance. Okay, no problem. Where does it usually fill to? Either 50% or a wick test. The wick test is very simple. And this is, some traders enter only on wick tests, but this is a wick test right here. This price came down and filled most of that imbalance, pretty much all the 30-second imbalance and wick tested. So, okay. And then the 1 minute chart, here you go. So here's your wick and price came down first 30 seconds, right? And gave us this. As soon as you see this kind of creep back up, or I should say this, as soon as you see price cruising down without a top wick on the 5 minute chart, right? Let me go back to the 30-second because we don't see the top wick. You have to be smart because once price comes up and creates that top wick, it's kind of like, okay, we have a bottom wick. Now imagine that these 30-second candles were up here, right? So I'm not saying that it always is going to reverse. That's not what I'm saying, just to be clear. And please drop your questions if you have them. But if there's no top wick and a candle opens low, it's most likely going to go up and create the top wick. So if you're in profit down here and you're scalping on a prop firm and you're trying to be disciplined, then why would you give away those gains? Even if it is 8 points, just take it. Take it right at the wick test. You open low. That's the smartest thing to do, in my opinion. And in this case, if Stuart did hold this or hold a portion of the trade, because there's another option, you could close half of your position. There's a lot of options here, but there's a reason why I was suggesting to get out early. And for me, not for you guys, for me, remember, this is just what I would do. I want to be very clear. Okay. Yo, what up, Steely Logan? Logan, what up? Yeah, so I think we can call that another W for the day. I hop on in the morning with the live crew, we get dubs. I hop on in the evening session, we get dubs. Yeah, I don't know what to say. Out of break even, live, live to trade another day. Stuart, there's nothing wrong with that, bro. There's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, and like here, what else could you do? Here's another option. Let's say you had that 30-point stop that we talked about, right? Now that price is sort of rejecting from this level, just cut it in half. Cut your 30-point stop down to 15. Cut it down to 10. Price has no business going back up there. It's either going to go in your direction or you're going to lose less. And that is the name of the game, losing less. Make no doubt about it. That is how you stay in the game. And it's not sexy. It's hard. It's not sexy. It's not fun because everyone just wants to go max, baby. That's what I want to do. I just want to freaking click the max button. How many contracts do I get? 10 minis? Perfect. I'll use all of them right now. No, dude, but you want longevity. You want to kind of stay in the game. You want to live to fight another day, like Stuart's saying. You have to bite the bullet when you want to trade and go ham. You just slow down. You say, that's not a great idea. That's not the best idea. But yeah, all of this played out today, like perfectly. Like we called this in the morning, price went right up here. We called this circle was on in the morning. Like, I don't know what else to do. That little range trade right there. I mean, you look left 15 minute, that was a nice little, rejection point over here, swing level, whatever. We had some liquidity at that level, called it literally the 917 level, perfect liquidity level. We went a little bit above that, grabbing all those orders there, rejecting back down into consolidation. There's no breakout, there's no news. So it's perfect. So guys, if you like the stream, smash the like button, subscribe, tick the notification bell. I'll be back on tomorrow morning after the live crew gets a win. I'll switch it over to public, and we'll see if we can't find another trade for everyone else on YouTube. But if you want to come in, check out what we're doing in Skool. The link is in the description, and it's a 7-day free trial. So come on in. If you don't like it, you can shoot me a DM, and I'll tell you to just kick rocks. No, if you don't like it, obviously we'll take care of you, no matter what. So it's a 7-day free trial. You just cancel the damn thing if you don't like it. If you don't like it, kick rocks. That's what I say. All right, David, later. Steele, later, guys. Stuart, see you tomorrow morning. Bye, guys. Ciao. I'm out.